bombs.
Good deal. Enough times? No. Promise.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Second on that?
Don't.
In favor?
Aye.
Motion.
Oh, yeah, that's the same. I put it down the sheet, motion and seconded, and the same.
I remember one correction.
Second, sir?
Yeah, it's a,
All in favor?
aye.
All right. Open forum, each person wishing to speak will have 2 minutes for comments. Nobody? All right, moving on to old business. The deed grant.
That's the repayment one, right?
Yes. Okay, so this is for the grant we received for quote towards rebuilding a hardware store and apartments in the upstairs. And if you didn't basically meet all the promises that you promised them when you wrote the grant, you have to repay it back. We spent $98,000 towards cleanup, and now we ended up giving the grant back, but now we also have to pay the $98,000 back, because we can't meet those promises that were originally written. And now with the library moving that space, we tried switching over that, but it still doesn't meet all the check marks for how they got the grant to begin with. So we have to, council has to determine how do you want to pay that $98,000 back
So where did the 98,000 go that we got?
towards the people that did the cleanup. For the company.
We talked about this pretty in depth at the EDA meeting. And looking into it, it's, we won't have to pay anything until February of 29, right? To be the
Yes.
first. And it's less than $5,000 a year. We pay 0% interest for 10 years.
That's what I was wondering, interest.
Yeah, 0 interest on it, so it's,
So we can just add that into the budget
yeah,
and pull it from.
yeah, or put it in the EDA's budget and pull it from there, or however we do, we don't have to come up with
But we can budget for
$100,000
it,
in
it's
extra.
not like we
Yeah.
have to do it right
The
now.
question's been, is the EDA wrote the grant, so does it come out of the EDA budget?
Yeah.
It's kind of why they have not done anything, because it's,
And-
But that's not really something we have to decide right now, is it?
No,
I
they,
mean,
well,
if we don't have to do this until,
5,000 times 10 years, only 50,000.
so now what? Over 15 years. I don't know.
That's only 7,000.
What page?
Mhm.
it's 98,000 total. You can make
$900 a
$4,900
year.
payments.
it's twice a year,
Oh, it is twice.
twice a year,
There
August
you go.
15th and February 15th for a 10-year period. They would give us a formal notice in September of 2028 for the first payment.
Yep.
So what we're trying to figure out is, soon we're gonna be scheduling our budget meetings coming up for next year. And the EDA needs to know, like, do we have money this year that we could work with some of our businesses? They haven't been doing much, because if they have to end up pulling this money out to pay it back, they don't wanna be spending it over here, so they're kinda waiting for the council to decide what direction they should.
I don't,
I would say their budget for this year isn't gonna change.
or for next year, they're asking. Like, we aren't gonna start paying
This
this
isn't
back
until,
in
yeah,
27,
so I think this is fine for next year.
So when does the first payment have to be due? By the
February
29th?
2029.
Okay, and then what, do we have 10 years to pay it back?
Yeah, twice a
Okay,
year.
divide
10 years.
that, like he says, by 10, so you're paying 98,000, we got 10 years, that's, figure 10,000 a year
Yeah,
Right.
to pay back.
yeah. We don't have to
So
worry
then take it
about.
out of EDA, they should be able to afford $10,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's all that's coming out.
For
It ain't like
20
you're paying the whole 98,000 in one lump sum.
Yeah, but we don't even need to figure it into any budget until
Right,
28,
till-
the summer
Till
of 28.
28 or something,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so right now, the EDA kinda said, I mean, somebody's gonna give you an interest-free loan, you kinda suck it up. And then we'll talk through more of this at the meeting updates, or they wanna do some other stuff with some of their money and see if we can do it.
Just so they're aware of it, that they're gonna have $10,000 coming out, you know, down the line,
Yeah,
you know.
But like for this year, next year, their budget won't
Right.
change, so that'll be,
Unless you wanna start paying early.
It's up to you guys tell me what to do. Do you,
I'd say if they can afford it, the sooner you get it paid off, the better too.
but we've got.
well, they got the money right now where they could pay in full and they'd be paid off, but it, like they said, it makes more sense to make
yeah, just.
payments
People are
like,
gonna
like
give
this
you
year.
money for free.
Just
Right,
the
right.
payments.
So, skipping ahead, the reason being is we've got 120,000 right now between the funds. And we've talked about maybe putting, I think it was 98,000, was 90,000, was putting that into a 3M account or the money market to start drawing some interest on, getting interest from it.
Right,
And
and
then
that's
use-
what you'll pull from.
Yeah, try and pull from that instead of just,
Sounds like a plan, may might as well make money while you're waiting for anything.
yeah, so that was kind of, I know I'm skipping ahead to the EDA meeting stuff, but that was,
Do we need a motion on this, Jenna? I mean, if we're just not doing anything with it?
We could table it till next month, and soon we're gonna have the budget meetings coming up,
I
and
was
maybe
gonna
we
say,
can bring
'cause
this up
it'll be a
again
budget
in a minute.
thing, yeah.
yeah. Let's table it till the first budget meeting, whenever we
Okay.
decide that is.
I'll make a motion to table it.
Second.
All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Smith.
This is a grant that Cedar wrote, and they got, $20,000 to go towards creating a database. And, through the confusion of them, their contract ending and the city taking it over, and this got lost in the shuffle, we were looking at paying $20,000 back on that as well. But I took 6 months of work and I crammed it in it too, and I got it done, and they accepted it. So we don't have to pay 20 grand back.
Perfect.
I see
Good job,
that you
Jenna.
overall met and exceeded the goals. Great
You're
job.
darn right.
Scheduled joint ambulance and board meeting for city.
I was just wondering if you guys wanna throw out some dates, where I can
Is
get
it-
in touch with
Who
them.
is it? Is it me and Slick or who is on? I know.
I want the whole
I think
council.
all
The
the
whole-
council.
Oh, the
Yeah.
whole council?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Oh,
whole
all right.
council, ambulance board, Andy Malvestead, and the first chiefs, second chief, the chiefs of the fire department, and then,
Trading on.
I know, and then Dan Albert. So that way, if anybody has any questions, we can all
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda,
any dates work for me.
do you have any dates in particular?
Weeknights, weekend mornings, what works?
No.
Not mornings, like,
No, I'm
Um,
okay with whatever you guys.
You just want me to throw out some dates and then
Sure,
I'll put a
perfect.
poll
we
out
could
and-
do like a Wednesday evening would be.
Okay,
They, a lot of them like Todd and Todd travel a lot, so they're better for beginning of the week or end of the week. Cause they can plan their schedules around that,
Okay.
so like,
So not a Wednesday.
yeah, like a Monday or a Thursday work best for them, for
Um,
Todd and Todd.
probably a Thursday, cause I have Monday meetings.
Or I could do them already on Monday.
Usually, unless it's the last Monday of the month,
So you think it's on Thursday AM or Thursday PM?
or PM,
Okay. Sounds good, do it.
okay.
Alright, no motion on that needed, just,
No,
alright, new business, request from homecoming committee for the city to contribute $1,000 for the 2026 and $1,000 for 2027.
I make the motion.
I'll second
All in favor?
it. Aye.
Request from Josh Myrie to close alleyway behind Lions Pub, May 16th.
I'll make a motion, we can close the alley.
Do it, well, I did wonder about that. Do we need to check with the other property owners? The Meadows and-
No, because we don't check with property owners when we close all the other streets, so we just do it. Like, we don't check with the church, we don't check with the distillery,
Is it just an all-day permit or is it
Yeah.
nighttime or?
or, yeah. Well, what we do is we put the barricades out, and when they wanna close it, they put them up, and when they're done, they take them down.
Just like we do in front of the Legion, kind
Okay,
of? Okay,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Request from Spring Grove Fire Department to temporarily
Yeah,
close.
please
Wait,
get back
wait.
up one.
Whoa.
Review the animals of the report.
Review the 2025 annual report of obnoxious weed control update.
This is a report we do every year, I just have to fill in how many noxious weeds reports I dealt with throughout the year, and I need your blessing on it to
Yeah.
send it back.
I make a motion.
Do they ask like what we do and stuff? Like if we do drive-arounds or? We just did this at the township stuff, so.
Yeah.
it's-
For me, and then anytime I find one, I have to fill out paperwork and everything, so that's all the stuff I kinda
Yeah,
pull together for that report.
alright,
I have a first from Morgan.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Consider request from Spring Grove Fire Department to temporarily close Third Avenue Northeast to First Street North.
I make a motion to grant that request.
Second.
I asked what it,
Review the mock crash.
For the
Yeah,
prom.
for
Before
accident
prom.
simulation, they want.
so like the kids can take their pictures in front of their cars? or
Yeah.
what?
They're gonna have them sitting up on the hill, up by the fence, whatever, and they're gonna watch it down below.
Oh, alright, cool. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Alright. Consider recommendations to hire swim center staff.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Swim centers. Staff.
Zoning permits. Oh, crap.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Zoning permits. Wasn't really much.
They're just for you to review.
Yeah.
Josh, Ryan Land, Scott, Joyce Onstead.
This is who's not here.
They all look pretty good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
make the motion to,
Yes.
grant the zoning permits.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Put a plug in there, we have 2 open spots on that committee in zoning for members if anybody is interested. Just have to live within city limits, right? So right now, if anyone misses a meeting, we can't do anything. We don't have a quorum, there's only 3 of us, so.
We're skirting by.
Yeah. Smith Pink Town Grant awarded to Spring Grove Parks for refreshing the set in my house in Viking Park.
Yeah, so it's going to be repainted, it's gonna be brown. The Parks and Rec, I told them that they can pick out, cause right now it's got green trim on it. And I told, they wanna change that so it ties in better with the new doors that we put on. So, or the wraps on the doors, so that'll come up in the next Park and Rec meeting to pick the accent colors on it. But otherwise, we got enough stain and paint to redo the whole building.
Sweet.
Who's gonna do it? Do we hire it done or does?
We're gonna have some volunteers help out and then our city staff.
Okay. So Sean.
So what do we do?
That's
That's
just
just
information.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
VFA Minnesota Department of Natural Resource Grant award to Spring Grove Fire Department, $29.65. Purchase PPE wildlife gear. Cool.
Yep.
Houston County Sheriff's Department hours, what time to meet? Anybody else have time to go through them?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright. Consider consider Councilmember Oster's
I make a
resignation.
motion to accept his resignation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So if anybody wants to get on the city council,
So do we need a separate motion to declare the vacancy?
So you've accepted it, and now you guys just have to discuss what do you wanna do? Like, do you want to have people send letters of interest to me? And if so, do you want me to post it on Facebook?
Yeah, just post it on Facebook and have them send them and,
Can we post it in the paper as well?
We can,
yeah, they can
Sure.
put something in the paper, right? That there's gonna be a position open.
yeah. And then a deadline,
2 weeks.
which I would.
Yeah, we need somebody in there quick.
Well, I would suggest giving them until May 14th by noon, cause that's when I have to get the stuff ready for you guys. To give them time to,
Okay, for
But
the
then
next
when,
meeting?
what about for us to do interviews and such?
you're doing it at the next meeting, and
We'll do,
In person.
Yeah,
interview.
I'll bring them all here and you'll all open them and read them and pick.
Are we gonna talk to the people like we did last time?
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
we don't need to, but can we?
You can. I can invite them to be here, so if you have any questions for them, you can, but I don't think we did it right the last time.
I think we need to take a lie detector test.
So, okay, so you want me to post it on social media, the paper, and then we'll bring it back to the next meeting. And then you guys decide who you want, or the mayor can appoint, and then I'll have a resolution ready where you can decide.
So will they be a member at the next meeting or not?
Not at the next meeting, but the one after that, because we have to do the oath and all of that after that, after they're appointed. So by June, they'll be able to vote and everything.
Do
Can we
need
just
a
have a
motion?
special meeting for it? I
We
mean, just so we can, in 2 weeks,
You good? I like that idea, actually.
so we just have.
Move the process along a little
Yeah.
quicker,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I'm just speaking from, it's a late spring, so Trent is busy
Yeah.
with field work, so we might, if we lose him at a meeting or something. and then
Yeah, so that's
someone-
graduation too.
Yeah. he said he
Yeah, I
might
think
be-
maybe we
he
just
might
need
be
to
cutting
schedule a
hay
special
next
meeting for
month.
that.
So, I'm just trying to, I don't wanna come to a council meeting and only have 2 members and we can't do anything.
I agree.
So can we do it in just 2 weeks? Or? I have a calendar.
I do.
Do you have anybody have any dates at a special meeting at
So-
5 o'clock wouldn't work?
11th through 15th, but I can have it. We should have it the week of the 18th through the 20th. Well, then that's our council meeting again.
The, also something,
Right.
can we do it the first week of May? Like, the,
So if it goes in the paper, it's not going out until next Tuesday. No, it'd be after that, because the cutoff was today at noon. So we don't have to put it in the paper. That's, we don't have to, we can just put it,
Post
Post
office and
office
post it on the
yeah,
website or Facebook?
Can I make a suggestion?
yeah,
Check with Springer Communications, put it on the board.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, then it's right there and everybody
Yeah.
can see it.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And we put this, well, after this, let's put the zoning people on, the other stuff we need filled.
we can also put that
Yeah.
up there, but we gotta focus
Yeah,
on
let's
this.
focus on this.
So would we be able to do like May,
Is it 10 days?
No, we can just post it, and you can put whatever date you want on
I
it.
think I'm out of town the 1st through the 4th.
how's the fifth sound?
5th would work.
Is that a Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday at 5
Or the,
o'clock.
or the sixth,
Yeah.
Sure. Motion,
which, I don't,
Tuesday.
okay, I make a motion, we have a special meeting Tuesday, May 5th. To select a new council member to fill our vacancy.
I second that.
Can I have a discussion?
Yeah.
My wife planned the trip, so I'm really hoping it's the 5th, but can we go to the 7th? Cause I'm not gonna guarantee I'm gonna be here, like
You don't actually know if that's the
yeah,
dates?
like I'm pretty guessing on that one. I don't know if we're getting back at
So is
midnight
that
on the
Thursday
fifth.
or what's that?
Yeah, can we move it to the 7th?
Okay, the 7th.
So,
I'll
I
second.
amend my motion to the 7th and not the 5th.
first time we've left town in 2 years. Still need a second?
7th?
Second her amendment to,
Alright,
What time did we decide, did we put time on it?
5 PM.
Okay.
all in favor?
I,
Aye. Alright. Moving on to ordinances. Overview of municipal ordinance function and enforcement.
Did you all get a chance to read the letter that I wrote about the importance of ordinances,
Yeah.
the functions and enforcement? Do you have any questions on it?
I didn't get a real chance.
You didn't include the one from Mabel though, the one where you said, like, we should maybe follow how
Oh,
Mabel.
Mabel, because I don't agree with that personally. That's something you guys
Did
talked
you
about.
change your mind? Cause you did
Yes.
have in your email that you
I
agreed
did.
with it, and then
Because our town would look terrible if we went that route, in my opinion.
I think it's
Yeah.
already not being applied evenly, so we have to do something.
Well, I am doing
Nothing-
something. Tell me what I'm not doing and we can adjust that.
I mean, I've gotten many complaints of different areas that are not actually being applied evenly.
Then how come you've never come to me with them? That's my job.
Because I don't want the ordinances. I don't think that they need to be enforced. Personally, I think there's a lot of them that are not really worth our time.
I think you need to be educated on the reasoning why we have.
Could you be
it.
more
Yeah,
specific?
I think the
Could you be more
ordinances
specific?
need to stay, and I think they need to be enforced a little more. I mean, it's,
Yes,
the town is starting to look like a shithole.
Thank you,
you
yes.
know?
thank you.
And I drove around and took pictures just last night again, and it's like, holy crap. You let somebody get away with it. Some people think they can move from the farm and bring their farm with them.
Thank you.
You know? And I understand having license tabs, one of the ordinance, you can have a car in your yard if it's licensed. But for $35, if you have an old car and it's full of crap, then you go get another car for another $35, fill it full of crap, you can have that in your yard. If you're gonna have all these cars in the yard, they better be used. You're getting a $35 dumpster to put in your yard, it's basically what it's coming down to.
I think part of that is it also has to be able to, it has to run. It has to be able to start.
Right, but I've known an instance where there's cars sitting in the yards, they're just sitting there, somebody throws a tab on it, it's good to go, you know? That's just one example, there's a lot of places in this town that need to be cleaned up.
Lori, do you wanna give some examples of what you think needs to be addressed?
I
That's
mean,
not-
like, one, so obviously I put in here the one, like, having to have the blue numbers, like, I think that a lot of those blue numbers look really ugly on the new houses, so I'm like, if you have contrasting colors, what's the difference of having these special blue?
I believe they went,
Because no other city in our county does that.
I believe they went in when we did the 911 ordinance, cause people did not put their numbers
I
up.
mean, it can be a requirement, I'm all for having a
Right.
requirement to number your house.
And it's nice to have them
But not
reflective,
that-
so the ambulance, if they're looking for it, they could shine, like, if they're all in the same area and they're reflective, then it just cuts down in response time. And that's why the council years ago voted, you know what, not everybody's following this, so let's put an ordinance in, so, and I know people don't like the color of it, I've
Yeah,
heard that
I
complaint a lot.
I think they're ugly.
But I've also had people say, well, can I put reflective ones up? And then they put numbers up and they're not reflective and because they still just don't follow the ordinance, so.
And I just think that's something minor that is a rule that I don't agree with. Same thing like parking, like I wanna be able to park my side by side in my yard because I pay for my property, I pay my property taxes and I pay a hell of a lot of money to be able to live in this town. So why can't I park on my own property?
Side by side's probably okay, but
Yeah, but.
Well, that's not what our ordinance says.
But if you allow one, you gotta allow them all.
if you got,
which-
yeah.
If you allow that, then you can allow people to park all their vehicles in front of their
Yeah.
house, so you
How-
you have.
I mean,
good
there's
intentions.
How many vehicles?
Side-by-sides,
How
my
many vehicles?
campers, my, you know, I pay the property tax, I pay my property tax, nobody else does. If you don't like it, look away.
But then that also brings down your neighbor's property value.
Excuse me, when you have got, 7 or 8 vehicles parked up across the street, running down the way the town looks, that runs down my property value. $40,000, how am I gonna sell my house and move out?
Have you
It's gonna
tried?
make it really hard to do.
How many outbuildings do we need to have for each? This isn't the farm. We've got 4 or 5 outbuildings or storage sheds.
It might not be
in the
a farm,
property.
but it's still my property, and I pay for it.
Well,
What do you want it to look like?
what, do we want the town to look like a farm, or do we want the town to look like a town?
It's called a city.
It's,
It's called a city, not an HOA.
It's called a city.
Ordinances
Not a
aren't in place
farm.
to punish people, they're to keep people balanced.
But
So,
that's what's happening, is there are people that are being, some that are being punished and some that are being let go. Some that are, we're just gonna,
this is true. There's lots of people that defy the rules that are in place now.
Right, and if that's the case, if some are getting away with stuff and others ain't, then I think we need to, like you say, go around.
no, that's my job. If
Well-
you see something, you're supposed to bring it to my attention in case
Right.
you're not seeing it, so I can address it. And I guarantee you, I address everything that comes my way.
Yes.
It needs to be, I don't think we need to get any lenient on any of this, I think we need to enforce
Right.
it.
Absolutely.
If they don't
Yes,
like it,
thank you.
Enforcement.
you know? Why should you get special treatment over the next person, you
That's
know?
right.
Agreed.
Also, some of these things, if you were to take them away, you're also taking things out of our police contract, so that takes less things out of their job duties. Because they don't go do things unless I find an ordinance violation and then I bring it to them. Like license plate tabs, if they're expired, they're not gonna just drive around if we got rid of that and that, they got way bigger things to deal with than that. They are only doing that right now because we're asking them to and they're agreeing with us. So that goes away if we get that out of the ordinance. But that also, if you take that out of the ordinance, that allows somebody to park they could end up with 17 non-running vehicles in their front yard where you may have great intentions of just
see, but that's not,
parking
like, part of this also is not dumbing down, simplifying our ordinances. So like, it doesn't get overwhelming like that, like to have 17 vehicles on your property or whatever. You know, like I feel like we have a lot of improvement to make on our ordinances
I agree with that.
and their wording and how, and also how they're enforced. And I personally, Jana, I don't want you to feel like you're being attacked, and that's why I think a lot of this ordinance stuff like comes to city council meetings because people get frustrated because they feel like they go to you and they feel like you have all you get to say.
She's
And
writing
while
the
we might
ordinance.
know that that's not accurate, the public maybe doesn't. So
Then you need
I'd
to
like to
educate them,
see-
not change the whole process.
My
I mean-
personal opinion has been that Jan is doing a great job.
that's,
So, and I don't see that, you necessarily have to trim off. I don't know what you think. Again, you're saying we have to cut this or cut that. We all pay taxes. Everyone pays taxes. And I just want to point that out. And so, I think that we have to be careful because this town seems to be going down a slippery slope.
I don't think you guys understand what I take care of that you don't see because that's part of my job. In the last week, I've spent 1 to 2 hours every single day working with complaints and everything. I don't come to you guys with all of that. You don't see all of that, so many things are dealt with that never get escalated to a point where somebody gets mad. There are certain people in this town that will never mow their yard until they get a letter.
That's right.
There's certain people in this town that will keep hoarding and bringing stuff into their house, and I go meet with them, and then once I talk to them, they start dialing it back again. You guys don't see that part because it never escalates to a letter. But if you didn't have somebody constantly on that, it's gonna go down the tubes real quick.
Right, I think you're doing a great job, I'd say don't slack up one bit.
No?
If you're not
Absolutely.
getting complaints, I'm not doing my job. And I'm not here for a popularity contest, I could care less if people like me or not, I'm doing what you guys hired me for. And if I'm not, then why am I here? I'm doing what you hired me for, whether you agree with it or not, I'm doing my job. So if it needs improvement, let's find a way to improvement. I agree, somebody made the comment that we need to figure out a way to get rid of these trailer houses down at the trailer park that are inhabitable. We don't have anything in our ordinance that addresses that, and it looks terrible. I do agree, there are things that need to be revamped. What's gonna happen with, Northern Engraving? They walked away from it, is that just gonna sit and wither right in front of our eyes in our city? I mean, I've had discussions with them, I just talked to their attorney on Friday, telling them we need to do something, this is part of our town. So, I mean, these conversations are being held, it's not being ignored. I have dealt with the guy in the mobile home park too, by the way, but, I do agree some things need to be enhanced a little bit, but the reason why some of these are in place is because some people have taken advantage and pushed the limit too far, and then people get disputes, and you wanna be proactive rather than reactive, you wanna have something in place to keep
Well,
things at a minimum.
maybe we need to get the council together a day and go over all these
Oh, Jesus.
ordinances.
Yeah.
You're gonna need more than a
I
day.
agree,
Well, whatever it
We
takes,
can
I
do
mean,
that.
I agree.
and then tweak this one, tweak that one, whatever.
You also gotta realize that every time you tweak it, you have to have a public hearing and then you have to publish it in the paper. These right here alone is over $1,000 in the paper, which affects our budget that we set for the year. So
Well,
every little thing that we make costs money.
then we
And you
leave
got
it,
all these years that all these council members have worked so hard piecing this together, that
then we
one
leave it as
complaint,
is.
then one complaint comes in and you wanna change it all right away.
Okay, I make a motion to leave it all as it
Well-
is. Thank you, the second on
The problem with all of this is you cannot write common sense into an ordinance. You can't write, it, you can't just say, hey, don't have your crap look like crap. Like, that, it's impossible to write that. Common sense, you should just keep your place nice for everybody. And your neighbors and everything. Problem comes is just, there's no common sense left in the world. I mean,
It's lacking in some places.
and the idea, like, I'm for maybe reviewing some of this stuff, but I do like the city council, whether it's one or two or all five of us or whatever, get in a van and go look at town once a quarter, twice a year. Go look
it.
and
I
go
think it
see.
should be done more than twice a year.
Yes.
But you can happen in twice a year.
Yeah.
or-
Quarterly then.
We live in a
I mean,
hoarder,
it should be unannounced too,
Yeah,
it shouldn't
Well,
be
right,
known
right,
Yeah.
to people, it should be an unannounced
yeah.
drive around.
So you do two council members, and,
And it can be different people each time,
yeah,
I mean,
What do you
it
do?
should
I
be.
volunteer.
What do you do for all the complaints in between?
well, we're not changing this tonight, this isn't gonna get changed tonight, we're just openly discussing it. So let's everybody just cool their jets on this, like, we're missing two council members right now, we're not gonna make any giant changes. We're opening the discussion about it. I don't mind the idea of going around 4 times a year and just, why is that trailer there? Is that okay? And then if you say yes, I'm like, alright, then explain why it's, or at least then the city council knows ordinances and knows what's going on in town. I'm not saying taking what you're doing right now away completely. We might not even wanna change that. But just having,
Another set, another,
Maybe some of these people don't even realize it or something.
And I
You know,
think-
you can
yeah.
stop and talk to them, hey, do you think maybe you could, get rid of that? Oh, yeah, sure,
I do
they
do
might.
that, that's what you
Okay,
guys
but-
don't see.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying, that's part of my job, I don't report back everything I do to you guys. But you're making it sound like it's so easy and it's not, and if you have somebody doing something that is an ordinance violation and you don't check it for 3 months, by the time you come around, it may have sat there for 3 months, making all the neighbors mad, I'm getting those phone calls, and then you check it, and then all of a sudden it's fine, and then it goes back again for 3 months, like,
well, I'm not saying that you aren't gonna do but if we did this, just throwing out a wild idea, we do it once a quarter. If the council that with they see a violation, you get 30 days. You get a letter for 30 days. You go back in 30 days, and if that is there, they get a ticket, no if,
Every
ands, or
time.
buts
They
about
get
it.
every 30 days.
And
I
then
mean, that's
That's what we're doing right now.
Right.
exactly, but this.
This is what we're doing right now, so I don't know what you're
Good
changing.
idea.
It,
Is it working?
And are you guys gonna have time? You just said earlier you barely make it to these meetings because you're so busy with your kids and everything. So if I have to try and call somebody.
I'll drive around with you once a month.
Yeah, okay, so when you're done on the council and the next person's sitting there, are they
And I'll
gonna
give
have
them
that
30 days to
availability?
get it out, and if they don't, I'll move it
This is
forward.
why you guys hire a city administrator to do the day-to-day stuff, not you guys. I don't think that's what you're understanding. This is why you hire me. I'm the one who does
And I
this.
think you're doing a great job. Don't
Well,
let
you,
up.
you don't need to interject yourself into everything.
It's a discussion to be had and look into it, that's what I'm saying. There's no, we aren't making the decision tonight, so.
There's a motion on the table, leave it as is from Mike.
Yep.
Is there a motion, have a second? I make a motion to table this until we have a full city council here to vote. And what I'm saying, it's like, is, with everybody here, do we wanna set up the quarterly drive around, just to see what's going on in town? And not
You drive
even,
around every day, go drive around right now.
not even having anything with changing what you do, but
It just doesn't
Hey,
make
look at
sense
my,
to me.
look at my camera. I took pictures last night.
You don't even know all the ordinance violations. I've been here
I think
almost
that's
4
kind of
years.
his point, is that we wanna be more aware of what is an ordinance
It's,
violation.
it's online if you wanna go read it, but it's not your job to
We can
memorize
do
them,
them.
that's my
That's
job.
money.
If you wanna do the day-to-day operations, come on in and do it, you will see how much work it is. That's why I think this is, you guys just
You're
don't
exactly
understand.
right. That's your job. You just keep doing your job. If the people that you're giving in these complaints, or, you know, the tickets to, whatever, they don't like it, that's just too damn bad. It's our
Thank you.
ordinance, and that's what it is, so go with it, you know?
Exactly.
You know? Just tell them, it's in the damn ordinance, look it up,
It's a boundary.
you know?
So right now I have Goober's motion to table until we have a full council.
I'll second.
all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Alright, moving on. Ordinance review and discussion, did we just cover all this?
Yes.
Yeah, we can't do anything with any of these until we have a full council. So you want me to table them until we have a full council?
Sure.
Passed it on to the next,
And, yeah,
but the ordinance stays
so.
as they are right now.
Alright, mayor council items brought up by mayor council attorney to discuss only, no action will be taken at the. Anybody got anything?
For what?
Do you wanna set up a budget meeting?
Oh, do we wanna set up a
Oh.
budget meeting or wait till
We gotta wait.
next?
I think we have that on next month's agenda.
Okay.
We don't have to wait, but that's just
Yeah.
usually next month's agenda each year.
Give everybody the heads up it's coming, so we'd like to see
Coming.
numbers.
I highly suggest this year when you get the numbers, really sit down and look through them with parents, so we don't end up in our situation we were in last year, we're gonna kick to the last.
Yeah,
Second, like, sit there, I don't care if you sit there for 2 hours the first night, like,
yeah,
really go through it and ask Aaron a ton of questions, and things will go a lot smoother.
alright, meeting reports, EDA. So that one was, I think we talked about, the biggest thing was, the daycare kind of deal, still up in there. But we were thinking about moving $90,000 to the 3M account or into a high interest trust or something, or CD. Start inquiring interest on it. And did we ever find out if we can do that, or did?
No, Aaron's still looking into it,
Okay,
seeing if it's a feasible move.
but I don't know if the city council would be, right now it's not really in anything, it's in a, it's not gaining much interest, I know that, so, yeah. Parks and Rec,
Okay, we talked about a lot of things, old business, so this golf course update, all the baskets are in, they have padlocks on them. We're waiting on one sign, we have all the other ones. Utility guys will put seed down for, whatever it was, I don't remember.
For the community garden,
Okay, yeah, for the community garden, okay.
and also see down around the, disc golf tee bags.
Have an open house, May 14th, 4 p.m. ribbon cutting on this golf course. It's supposed to meet at hole 1. Demonstration will be at 4:15. We're having a tournament Friday, May 15th at 7. It's called Sitting in My Sling. And more dirt down there waiting to dry to form it. I don't remember what that was. Remember, Jenna?
It's actually May 15th, on Friday,
Yeah,
I think-
Friday, May
yeah.
15th, the tournament is at
at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah. Anyway, new business. Molly Wisty and Judy Berg are gonna continue. Jill Bierke is stepping down. They were discussing sand volleyball. They have a net somewhere. Hopefully we can get Rover Road to donate sand. Addition to bicycle racks at Charles Scogan.
doesn't do
They're
anything.
looking for grants for bike
We're
racks.
just gonna look around.
Um,
We're gonna look around to see if
Lights in the park at Viking Park. Discuss that, maybe bring them food or a meal at some point for show our appreciation. We're looking for a location for the dog park. And the 2027 budget discussion, we're looking for a quote for 3 bike racks, benches maybe for the park. Anything else you wanna
I
add?
think you covered it pretty darn good.
Tired.
Planning and zoning,
We talked about the annexation,
yeah,
one is this 4 acres, and then we explained to them that, we allowed Sherburns to split their hay shed off of that parcel. And, we have a new build coming down in Bender 5th edition. I think that's the majority of it.
yeah. Wasn't very long, so. Once again, we have 2 open spots on that. And back to the EDA, we need 1 country person to fill the spot too. If anybody knows anybody is on that. Library,
In the library, we talked about, we were gonna discuss the build, but Weezer's did not get back to us yet, so we haven't gotten any information on that. We're gonna have another meeting about that. And the upcoming summer activities for the library. Short and sweet. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Cooper, do you want to sign those to Brady?
My husband made that done early, I'm like, oh my god, it's not so comfortable. He's already done that. He's gonna